And then once you download, it's gonna go over to your downloads and it's gonna be
Okay.
here. So that just means that it went into your downloads on your computer. Oops. And then from there,
Sure.
what I like to do is I like to save everything on Google Drive. So that's a rule of thumb for me is anytime I'm
Okay.
designing content, anytime that I'm, even creating like a brief for a client or anything, I always put it on Google Drive.
Okay.
So then I always have a specific folder for my company. And then after that, I have a folder called content. And then this folder, it's really up to you how you want to organize it. But for me, I like to keep it in months. So I have a folder for my
Hmm.
September content,
Oh,
and
wow,
then
I
I
love
have
it.
it divided by weeks.
Sure.
So you could do the same thing. Let's just say you're planning out your content and all this content that you're making right now. Like a lot of people do that. They tend to batch their content. Batching their
Hmm.
content just means that you're making 7 pieces of content for the whole week. So that way
Hmm.
you don't have to touch content and you don't have to worry about it again for the rest of the week.
Perfect.
Let's just say you made your 7 pieces of content. Like let's just say that you made all your other ones, you download all those seven, they're in your downloads. Same thing. You're gonna go to Google Drive, you're gonna make a folder. Maybe this is your October, let's just say 1 through 8. So that way you know what piece of
Hmm.
content are going up that week. And then I would just upload all those. Let me see, where are my downloads? Oh, here they are. And then I would just upload all those pieces of content that you just made and put them in here. So that's just
Oh,
an
wow.
easy
No,
way to organize your content for the week. I do have another planning tool where I kind of dive more into planning your content with the captions and all of that. But I would say at the beginning, once you're starting, the only thing you want to worry about is how can you get content on your social media platforms and just get it out there. I wouldn't even be too worried about the caption. I wouldn't be worried too much about the hashtags because at the beginning, your most important goal is just how can you get consistent and how can you get more eyes on your social media. And let's just say that you tell me, hey, Jasmine, I don't want to put excuse my language, I don't want to put a shitty caption on Instagram. Like, I want to actually make it something in depth. ChatGPT will be your best friend. So let me show you guys a trick really quick, and then I will let you guys go because I know I'm kind of taking over your time now. Okay, perfect. So let's just say I want to come up with a caption. So come up with a caption for a Instagram post on roofing in Arizona, specializing in, let's just say, what did this say? Specializing in roof repair. Yeah, specializing in roof repair and how they, oops, and how it can be beneficial for them. And that's it. So I just said, keep your Arizona home safe and cool, regular roof repairs, and that's your caption. Let's just say you want to make this longer and you're like, hey, I don't want something short. I actually want to educate them in the caption. I would just say, make this longer and give reasons on why someone should repair their roof. And now you got a whole caption made that you could always reuse for your content throughout the week. I wouldn't suggest using this for every single day. I would say maybe like Monday, Wednesday, Friday if you're trying to, reuse your caption a couple times and then maybe come up with another caption for Tuesday and Thursday. But the most important thing that I would
Hmm.
highly, highly encourage you guys and suggest you guys with content is it doesn't matter if you don't know what to say in the caption and you just put one sentence. It doesn't matter if you put a whole paragraph. The most important thing when it comes to content is having a call to action. A call to action just means how can they get in contact after they've seen your post. And I think you guys have seen plenty of those
Yeah.
on my social media. For example, this one says DM content. This one says text content to this number. Um, if you want to get leads right away, oh, I lost you. If you want to start getting leads right away, and you want to
Yeah.
start having people text you in, I would always include a number because a number always does best. I've tested it out with different
Yeah.
campaigns. I've tested it out with different pieces of content. And for some reason, every single time that I use a number, I always get the most number of leads. So I would just say, even if it has to be a personal number, even if you have to use that for a little bit, always try to use a personal number because I promise you, that's usually where most of my high paying clients come from, is just by having that number as my call to action. So,
Yeah. Perfect.
okay. Okay, you guys. So I just want to do a little recap on the PowerPoint because I know the first half of the call, some people couldn't see it, but again, your personal brand is your reputation. If your social media is out of date, if your social media, for some reason there's old posts on there, there's a Google page that you haven't used in 3 to 4 years, the best piece of advice that I could give you is delete it or delete all those posts and post new content out there. Because even if you have an old page and if you're not using it, if somebody comes across that, that's still your reputation online. So you just want to make sure that you're taking control of it. When it comes to social media, you're going to have to do a little bit of PR work. What I mean by PR work is you're either going to control your narrative or you're going to let somebody control it for you. So it's only one
Okay.
or two. And I would just
Okay.
say, don't let somebody else tell your narrative for you by having more pages on the internet. Try to delete those pieces of content and make it your own. So again, your personal brand is just basically how people perceive you. Maybe if you're not a fitness girly, but maybe, you love, to read, or maybe you love to spend time with your family. Show that on social media. It doesn't mean that you have to
Hmm.
give out everything in your life and you have to tell people, where you were born, where you were raised, your birthday. But it just means that you're giving them small bits of what what it's like to even work with you and who you are as a person. Because again, people want to know your heart and people just want to trust you at the end of the day. Um, make a goal. So out of this call, the first three things that I want you guys to just write down or just keep in mind, because I don't want you guys to watch this call and kind of forget about it, or kind of put it off for another day. After you guys get done with this call, I want you to write all this stuff down, but I want you to know, what is your goal? If you're growing your personal brand, are you wanting to grow your business out of it? Are you
Hmm.
trying to get more leads out of it? Are you generally just wanting to impact more people by helping them with their homes, And going back to roofing, that's a huge and important thing because right now, imagine how many people are probably suffering on the East Coast with
Hmm.
everything that's going on. That's an opportunity where you can come in and help them. Some people don't even have homes right now. Some people
Hmm.
have homes that are probably not the bad shape and they have to get construction. That's a way that you're helping them. And again, what do you want to be known for? It goes back to impacting people and not just getting the sale. At the end of the day, we're here because we want to help people. We want to impact more lives. And we genuinely just want to help somebody else by helping them through either something that we're really good at, which is our skill set, or just by showing them, like, hey, if I did this, you can do this too. And that's another thing that I didn't touch on. But sometimes your target audience might necessarily be prospects or people that are going to buy from you, but they're somebody that just wants to be like you. Joe or Veronica, imagine how many people want to be in your shoes and you guys don't even realize it. They're like, wow, how are they doing this? How are they getting on social media? How are they so confident? Help that past version of yourself. And that's what I always keep in mind. I'm always helping a past version of myself. The girl that used to be so shy, the girl that used to never want to network, the girl that never used to want to be on camera. That's exactly who I'm doing it for every single day.